Keep that in mind. Alright, hello everyone.
Yo, what the fuck is up, peeps?
Welcome back to the stream. Got Undertale. Again. In a moment, once I put up Steam and everything. So what did you want to tell me about what we're doing on this boss?
Okay, so if you want advice on how to get a specific outcome on a boss, you can ask me.
Okay. Steam login, not responding. Okay, now it's responding. Excuse me. Steam guard code is...
What is
not
it?
showing up. I'm not gonna tell you.
Why won't you tell me?
I'm not gonna let everyone hack my account.
Not even me. I thought you
You
loved
see,
me, and
everyone
you
else-
won't let me hack your account.
Everyone else can hear you and me at the moment, so...
Yeah, but if I hack it before them, it doesn't matter.
I see what you're sending me, by the way.
No, you don't. You don't see anything.
I see everything.
Okay, what did I send you then?
Not anything that can be repeated on the stream.
Oh, God.
Or showing on it for that. Your Twitch is gonna ban me.
Mr. Twitch, I can't think of something that rhymes that isn't just give me an itch, but that's not what this website does.
Mr. Twitch, smell my movie pitch.
Mr.
Oh, well, I'm here
Twitch,
on, well, I'm here
what
on
is
Steam.
the sitch? I got a false
Twitch.
flag and my account banned.
I'm here on Steam. I'll switch over my picture to my new one. Done. Okay. Now to the library. Is this still your current email address? Yes. No, I'm not gonna verify it. Got Undertales to play. Where is Undertale on you? The intro is so dramatic. It's like Undertale.
It's a dramatic intro for a dramatic game.
I didn't think this was a very dramatic game. Oh yeah, and it has that little.
Oh fuck! I forgot to link this to Arrow. Shit. Fuck.
Oh. Well, we haven't
now
got
she's
very started.
here. Oh yeah, so I
Missed anything.
Yeah, but she missed all of the Sonic section.
Oh. Well, poo.
Oopsie daisy.
Well, that's gonna be uploaded later. Once to catch up.
Okay.
Not as nice as
Waluigi
having to be
said-
live, but
Waluigi says that laugh is both nice and very creepy, and I'm wondering, were they referring to me? Arrow, I'm sorry. Don't fucking grill me over this.
Wow.
I've had a night. It's been quite hectic. It's been quite Shrektic. Don't you fucking wink at me, you fucking absolute fucking darling demon.
You know what this game needs? It needs a run button. I think you said that the sequel has a run button.
Yeah. Stream's fine for me, Arrow. Doesn't seem laggy at all to me.
Looks good on my end. We're getting 60 frames per second. No dropped frames.
So wait, did you ask for advice? Do you want me to give you it?
I mean, how difficult is it to figure out? I mean, I guess you have 3 choices here. Boast. How am I supposed to... Oh, that's right, you can shoot. Forgot about that. Well, we're off to a terrible start, because I forgot what we're doing.
Yeah, the shoot legs can be active or disactive. You can tell they're active because
Yeah, I
they're
remember
like
now.
colored.
I don't have any food.
That's not good. I think there's like a lift right next to this doorway, so you can go back
Whoops.
down and buy stuff from the burger place if you need to.
I just attacked when I didn't mean to. Where? I'm just so discombobulated. Turn and scoff at the audience.
Lainey, you specifically never mind.
What?
Like, okay, before we ended the stream, you were like, maybe we should try and solve this peacefully, and now you're in the fight and you're just attacking.
Well, because I forgot what I was doing. You pose dramatically, the audience applauds. I don't know what this is accomplishing.
Okay, be observant. What is it accomplishing?
Nothing as far as I can tell.
Be observant next time and think what might be accomplishing.
There seems to be a lot of random nonsense going on.
There is very specifically something contextualizing all of this. There is specifically something making everything not random.
What a great answer.
I mean, I'd key mash if Meta.
Saving your essay for his future use. Whoops, I hit attack again because I didn't pay attention to what I was doing. I can't pay attention to what I'm picking. How am I supposed to pay attention to what's going on?
Do you know a fun fact?
What?
Okay, two things. Number one, if you swear in the essay section, he'll call you out on it, right? That's number one. Number two, did you know that in this? Did you know that Beppis is considered a swear word by him?
I've got to kill these things before they skronk me. Skronked me. I don't know what the heck ratings are supposed to accomplish. Ratings will increase, what's the point? Do I want them to increase?
Is that a genuine question?
Yes.
You want them to increase?
Oh. So I just do this. The other ones have nothing to do with the rating.
Okay. It's kind of more complicated than just doing that, but you'll be able to work the rest out from here. Each of the act things does work slightly differently.
How do I get out of this? There. Oh, I see. I think you told me how to do this one last time because I, for some reason, couldn't figure it out on my own.
Yeah, you have to shoot the bullet and then move out of the way.
Union regulated brake. What are you even doing?
Oh my fucking god, I love this bot.
I want to see what happens if we, like, story-wise, if we spare this character. But on the other hand, I kind of just want to defeat him at this point. He's making me mad. But not really. He's bothering me.
Oh my fucking god.
What?
The fact that you don't have any healing items actually means you're doing better than like most people do on this fight. Weirdly enough, because you know how
say that, but
are you dead?
yes. Immediately after you said that.
It's a shame because like you know how it's like ratings based.
Yeah.
Being low on health actually helps the ratings because it makes the fight more dramatic. Do you want... Oh, wait, you can go get food.
Well, now it's a challenge.
You say that, but don't turn this into like the fucking Sonic Car Stadium Ribbon Star Challenge of Undertale.
There's something else I remember playing like for a long time.
Ash knows what it's all about. Ash knows what it's all about. This is the fucking Rodaddy. The dad bomb.
We're just gonna fight. I'm tired of trying to do it the other way already.
Metaton is in fact fucking amazing, by the way. I need to state this. I have a Metaton figurine on my desk. Elena.
What?
You keep saying that you want a peaceful outcome.
I just said I'm just gonna fight this time. I'm already tired of the other way.
You have like no fucking resolve whatsoever. It's incredible, honestly.
It's like it'd be interesting to see what happens story related, but it doesn't feel very worth it to me.
I guess
I feel like I'm gonna get it done faster this way.
So it's like...
We'll see what happens. We'll see what the story goes this way.
That's like the interesting thing though, is like you're thinking about it as pragmatically like a game, and that's like this is usually the most Magic Circle game for like a lot of people. So like their choices tend to be like very looking at it as a game.
I took your advice and wrote poo poo. I'll just alternate. If I don't make it on this time, we'll try and do it the other way next time.
Can you please get some food when you do that?
No.
Why won't you go get fucking food? So
if I get defeated another time, then sure.
There's a door right next to you that takes you down to the place where you get food.
Yeah, but it's gonna slow things down.
It's gonna if you fucking beat it and try when you have food, you'll save time.
But you know, also I don't have money. How am I supposed to buy food?
You've gotta have some fucking money. You gotta have some fucking money, lady.
Well, who knows? I might win this time. We're not doing too badly.
Also, like, if you can't afford anything in the burger shop, there's like the alleyway dumpster fucking shop.
I'm pretty sure your damage increases as you get farther into the fight, if I remember correctly. How this game works. As you become very determined, because the character's all about determination.
Honestly, Ash, yeah, same, pretty much.
There you go. Smells like Metaton. I don't want to know what that smells like.
For the record, Elena, because you're not looking at chat, Ash says that he would pay for Metaton to kick him in the face. Which is like a very true thing, and also feels like a very Ash thing to say.
Want to know what they're like. There we go, we're getting strong now.
Ash, I fucking hate you. You've ruined it. Ash says, Ash just says he's farting the entire time. That's why it smells like him.
I've had another heart to heart. But that's a very Ash thing to say.
It really is. I hate to say it, but it is. Robots can't fart.
Ash talks about it's his exhaust. Exhaust fumes.
No.
Ash talks about farts more than anyone else I know. I think even more than Cassie.
Oh my fucking god. Does Ash fart directly?
Uh-oh. I didn't do very good there.
Ash says
Metaton
was the original E-boy. Where can I buy some robot boy bathwater? But like, if you're washing a robot, you're gonna be using
Metaton has
like,
low HP. So do I, though.
Be using like acid to wash them. Because they're a metal thing.
Uh-oh.
I just feel like Robot Boy bathwater is gonna be inedible.
Rusty.
No. No. Ash says, I've burped
Well,
directly on my own streams before, but not farted yet.
Well,
Lainey.
got me.
I can't fucking believe you fucking got through there.
Got through what?
Honestly, I'm rooting for you to die. Oh. Thank God. Thank fucking God.
My issue with this game, with doing it the peaceful way, is that it's so hard to tell if you're making any progress or doing anything actually meaningful.
Maybe isn't that kind of like real life though? That doing the right thing sometimes requires you to not, like, you know, it's not as simple and easy. Also, get food. No, do not go in. Okay, elevator, food, elevator.
I don't know
food.
where I'm going.
Go down. Down, south, downwards, towards the down, south.
I think I've been in this place
north.
before.
You're going north. You're going north. Go south. No, you're at the beginning of the dungeon you're in. You're just going back towards the bus. Turn back down now. No.
I don't know where I'm at now.
No, go fucking down. I'm gonna.
You're so behind.
What the fuck are you doing?
And now I'm trying to find where I went. Oh, here's a save point.
This is the dungeon you just got through.
I thought the food would be in here somewhere.
No! I swear to God you're doing this on purpose.
No! I don't know where anything is. It's been too long since I played.
Go back to where you left the elevator and just go south, please.
I found a trash can. It's empty.
Oh no. Elena. Elena,
I don't know where I am anymore at this point.
Why? You should have fucking done what I said then!
Yeah, well, you told me to do that after I'd already left because you're behind.
Well, you haven't fucking turned around yet, have you? Just go and no! Ash is saying, this is incoherent screeching. Me? Oh, mood? No, you're just going back to where you were through the entire fucking dungeon!
Now I've gone south.
Okay, go back to the lift, the place where you left
I don't know where
the lift.
that is. I'm lost.
It's south. I swear to God, Elaine, I'm gonna come to Oregon
No, I'm not
State.
here.
I'm gonna break into your fucking house.
Oregon State is the university.
I'm gonna eat all your fucking cereal.
Okay, this appears to be the elevator.
Okay, go south from there. Oh God.
Okay, now I've gone. I think I've gone back up.
Oh God, I think I'm like 10 minutes
Build
behind.
determination.
Okay, I'm gonna refresh.
Okay, so I go south from the elevator.
You go south from the elevator, yes.
Okay.
God, Elena, I am. Oof, my blood pressure's slowly
here's the
coming
place.
back down.
Because of that detour really ruined you, huh?
I fucking can't take this bullshit.
Just buy a couple of Starfey. Can afford that.
Starfey.
Oh, you know, I just realized what that one face. That's what I just realized what that one face with the cigarette makes me think of. Makes me think of drill. I knew it was reminding me of something, and then it just clicked. Like, oh yeah, that's what it's making me think of.
Oh God, I really want to see a fusion between Burger Pants and Drill.
What was the name of the guy who's in that picture?
I don't know, Danny DeVito.
No. His name has come up. Oh wait, I didn't save.
Tom Jones. Sad teen.
It was
cat
something.
is
I think it was something Nicholson.
Andrew Nicholson, Jackson Nicholson, Nick Nicholson. Nick Nicholson is the
I'm gonna look it
alter
up.
ego.
I gotta
It's the
remember.
alter
It's
ego
gonna
of my
bug
new
me.
superhero.
I think it's Jack Nicholson.
Wait, it's probably Chickelson. Elena, I swear to
Yeah,
God,
yeah, it's Jack Nicholson is the guy.
you picked the single worst time to tab out.
Why?
The ratings are falling.
Oh. We're doing. Oh yes, we're doing it this time. Going to boast. How does he have so many legs? The spider?
It's a visual metaphor. I'm not joking. That's just a statement of fact.
I thought it was just supposed to be a representation of what's happening to you, which is that he's attacking you with his many legs.
Oh, also just a heads up, by the way. Boasting only works if you don't get hit in the subsequent bullet hell.
Well, I was aware of this.
Oh, I just wanted to make sure you knew. Also, Arrow is like, sad teen cat is drill confirmed.
Pretty sure it was on Vinesauce that I heard Jack Nicholson mentioned, and it reminded me that he was in the drill picture.
Otherwise known as the drill picture. Which sounds like a
I won't get hit on this
England.
turn. Mr. Meg. Oh. Didn't get to write what I was going to write.
Mr. M. Mr. M.
Get out of here. Should have wrote Jack Nicholson
No.
and nothing else.
Okay, no, I'm thinking about pitching my comic book idea to Marvel now of just Nickel Man.
Nickel Man.
No, okay, oh no, better idea. The superhero's name is Nickel Front.
Every day
He's
he shoves 3,000 nickels up his.
Elaine, I hate you. Why'd you ruin everything that I think is good? He's called Nickel Front, and he's a really mediocre rock star by day. His real name is Nick Nicholson, but by night he fights crime using his mediocre rock music.
He plays covers of Nickelback songs.
But they're backwards. Because when Nickelback does it, they're doing it backwards. When Nickel Front does it, it's the front ways. But the lyrics are all backwards in the front ways.
That just makes me think of this one Vine where it was a Nickelback music video edited where it was supposed to be look at this photograph. It just goes, look at this graph! And he's like holding up a
Look
graph.
at this giraffe! Hey,
That song played on the radio the other day, and it amused my sister and I because we could only think of that. But
Can I give you... Okay, pro tip,
Whoops.
right? If you end up at a point in the fight where you're constantly getting your ass kicked, right? It can be good to go for the heel turn option, because
I
then
just accidentally picked that.
yeah, that gives you more ratings every time. you
On
lose
brand
health.
food plus 300. Need to buy a bunch more of those apparently. I thought you told me to like save my money for later though.
Oh well, I mean, this was a good time to save your money for, to be honest.
I could just buy my way through this.
I mean, yeah, I mean, you know, the underground is still a capitalist
Oops.
society.
I didn't mean to check, I wanted to... It's only a flesh wound.
It's only a wound.
Although I guess it isn't a flesh wound because he's not a flesh. Only a metal wound.
That's not much. That's not. That still doesn't make much sense.
I've been scrambled.
I would say plastic wound feels like the equivalent of a flesh wound.
Alliance applause. Bunch. Uh-oh. I'm scringled now.
I believe in you. You've got this, honey.
Okay. Pose.
You're like shockingly good at this.
Really?
Given that you've only done it like a few times. This fight kept me stuck forever.
All these patterns seem pretty easy now. I've been through them a couple times. Especially this one because there's like that one with all the stuff. I just noticed that there's basically like one track where there's nothing that'll hit you. Whoops. Messed up that one though. That one. I'm out of food now. Should have bought more. I have no idea how close we are to winning or anything. Alliance gasps.
Oh gosh dang! Ooh, it's getting close. It's really fucking getting. It's down to the wire.
Oh! I just want to hit those. I kind of just want to hit that bomb to get it out of the way. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, honey, you got this. Come on, I believe in you. I believe in you. I believe in you.
Pose.
I believe.
At these ratings, the most viewers I've ever had. We've reached the viewer call-in milestone. Lucky viewer will have the chance to talk to me before I leave the underground forever. Viewer calls in first. You're on TV. Stay on this, our last show. Hi, Mediton. I don't think that was the tone that was meant to be in, but that's how I read it as. Really like watching your show. My life is pretty boring, but seeing you on the screen brought excitement to my life vicariously. I can't tell, but I guess this is the last episode? I'll miss you, Mediton. Oh, I didn't mean to talk so long. Oh. About to puke. No, wait. They already hung up. I'll take another caller. Then your show made us so happy. Mediton, I don't know what I'll watch without you. Mediton, there's a Mediton-shaped hole in my Mediton-shaped heart. My whole heart is a hole! I see. Everyone, thank you so much. Thank you so much for playing my game.
How dare you?
Perhaps it might be better if I stay here for a while. Humans already have stars and idols, but monsters, you only have me. If I left, the underground would lose its spark. Leave an aching void that can never be filled. I think... Oh, I had no idea he was such a crux of the place. Didn't know he was holding the whole place together. And see, I wouldn't have known that if I'd gone down the destruction path. I thought some weird shady stuff was going on. If you get past Asgore, you'll be able to protect humanity.
Don't call him Asgore, please.
Why not?
I don't want you to.
Storm's energy consumption is inefficient. Human missile will run out of battery power, and, well, I'll be alright. Knock him dead. Everyone, thank you.
My form's energy consumption is inefficient.
He's going to return to his regular square shape, I believe.
Sometimes squares just mega evolve into...
I must become a square again.
Don't you fucking say that to me.
It's hip to be a square.
Are you sure you don't mean it's hip to fuck squares?
That's there's a Sesame Street version of that song, which was, it's hip to be a square, and then it was like little squares dancing around.
I swear
Teaching
to God,
kids about squares.
I swear to God, I thought you were going to say that the Sesame Street version was it's hip to fuck squares.
No! What kind of Sesame Street have you been watching?
None. They don't have it in my country.
Well, rude.
What do you mean rude?
You don't even know about Big Bird.
I
how big
know
he
that
is.
Big Bird. I know that Big Bird almost died in a rocket crash. That's all I know.
Open the lock. Did you notice how awkward it is to be in that suit because the head is being controlled? Like you have to like hold your hand up above your head, control the head, and then like use your other hand to control one arm, walk around. And there's like a camera in there so you can see outside. Oh my god. Metaton, this is just like Monty Python, the Holy Grail. Black Knight uses his limbs. Metaton, are you? It's just the batteries. Listen, if you were gone, I would have ripped a big one. It's no problem, you know. The robot, if you messed it up, I could always just build another.
Arrow, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Ahead?
Arrow, I'm on my way to fucking destroy you.
What?
I hate you so much. Okay, Arrow said, Bis may not know Sesame Street, but they know the Gigglebone Gang. And I'm gonna fucking kill her. I can't fucking... She showed me the fucking videos, and you've seen them, right?
I saw it on Vine Sauce.
Oh, God, it makes me want to vomit. I hate that frog so much.
I was gonna say Vinny hates the frog. Somebody made a Half-Life mod for him just for killing the frog.
I saw that!
Why don't you go on ahead? Don't mind if I do.
The only thing I don't like about that Half-Life mod is that the frog dies too easily.
I think that was his complaint about it too. It was anticlimactic.
I'm sorry to have interrupted the important Undertale stuff to complain about that frog, but it's an awful frog.
Did I say you could follow me? Did I say this was okay? Did I give you permission?
You didn't ungive permission.
Why can't you follow me? Where? Can I get out my Capri Sun straw? You're about to meet Asgore, huh? There's this post I saw the other day that was like, it was like tired stabbing someone with a knife, wired stabbing someone with a Capri Sun straw,
and sucking out their insides.
I didn't say that. And then I said mine was stabbing your Capri Sun with a knife.
And then sucking through the knife.
That takes some skill. You must be pretty excited about all that, huh? Not particularly, but especially not with you breathing down my neck. You'll finally get to go home. I'd better. I'll send you home. Wait. I mean, I was just going to say goodbye and take this. I lied to you. Human soul isn't strong enough to cross the barrier alone. It takes at least a human soul and a monster soul. If you want to go home, you have to take his soul. Kill Asgore. Well, that was my plan the whole time. You seem to think that this is some sort of revelation, but no, we were going to assassinate the king. That's my whole mission.
I don't think you understand. I'm here for regicide.
I don't think you get it. That was my plan all along. What do you think I was here for?
I don't think you get it. I'm a murderer. I don't know why I did that voice. I just love the fact that you're like sweet, cute, sweet pea girl, and then it's like, yeah, I'm gonna fucking kill the king.
I play too many video games. That's just what I expect.
I'm just gonna stab the king. I'm gonna de-scrote the king.
I just expect him to be like Ganon.
What do you mean, like Ganon?
I expect to go in there and he's gonna be this big pig man with big tusks.
Oh, you say that, Ash, but she fucking killed the plane.
This is
She
an interesting
didn't float
background.
that plane.
I have no hesitation with just the random encounter enemies. They bug me. I don't want random encounters.
In round
I'm
two,
making
says
a
Venom.
statement against random encounters by killing them all.
Well, that's one hell of a statement.
I still have no food. I feel like this is an issue.
Hey Elena, if
Hey,
I
this looks
just
familiar, but it's like washed out. Ways locked by 2 padlocks. There's a note attached. Howdy, I'm in the garden. If you have anything you need to get off your chest, please don't hesitate to come. Keys are in the kitchen and the hallway. Okay. Golden flower. Yeah, this is just like the room at the beginning. Golden flower. On how to make tea. Seems like somebody different lives here, though. And enemies live here. Long time ago, a human fell into the ruins. Injured by its fall, the human called out for help. That wasn't a fight. Just some frogs with some very suspicious looking front ends.
don't be mean to the froggets.
It's a trash can. It's full of crumpled up recipes for butterscotch pie. Well, that sounds familiar, though. The stovetop is very clean. Someone must use fire magic and took the key and put it in your phone's keychain. This is making me think of Magicant. Magicant, as I call it, from Earthbound. Just because it's like weird, like not much color. Ezreal, the king's son, heard the human's call. Brought the human back to the castle. Ezreal. Name sounds familiar, but I forget. Wonder if I've just heard people say it before. Or if that was in the game. It may have been mentioned in the game. I don't think we've seen a character with that name. The heart-shaped locket inside the box. Take it? Take it. Heart-shaped locket. Is that something I can equip?
Oh yeah, I think it's a defense item.
See. Wonder if that's better than what I have. Probably. Yeah, defense plus 11. From the apron. This will be better for defense. Just this disgusting stained apron I'm wearing. It really is just like a trash child.
I
It'll be a little
love
less
the
trash
fact that
this
you're
way.
playing as kind of like this just chubby, stone-faced little fucking snot goblin.
This will probably be a better weapon than frying pan, if it is worn. It's 15. Yeah, that's a lot better. Okay, so now I'm a little kid. I've just got this dinky, rusty little dagger, and I'm wearing a locket. Gotta shank ya. Room under renovations. It's the Jello. Ezreal and the human became like siblings. The king and queen treated the human child as their own. The underground was full of hope. And now it's full of me.
It's full of pickle.
All the current page says is nice day today. It's still almost wet. The king-sized bed. Macaroni art of a flower. For King Dad. The trophy. #1 nose nuzzle champs 98. It's a shame I'm gonna have to kill you. You seem like a nice
Arrow's...
guy, but I'm sorry. I'm gonna have to shank you with this little knife I got.
I'm sorry, buddy. You're in for a de-scroting.
What did Arrow say?
Oh, Arrow said, Mold Small! Because she likes Mold Small. It was the jelly thing.
Oh. Evil Jello.
It wasn't evil.
Data circle. Everything here is evil.
No, don't you remember you flirted with the jelly once?
Yes, and I regretted it.
It wiggled suggestively at you. Wasn't
Yes.
that nice?
No. And I was very done. And one day the human became very ill. Just like me, thinking about that Jello. And here's the Momo vegetable.
Don't call it that, please.
Nothing we could do. What are these beings, like, possessed?
I think they're just talking
Next day.
about a thing that
Next
happened.
day. I guess I never thought of any of these as being intelligent. These are just the mindless little critters. Feel wrecked with grief, absorbed the human soul, transformed into a being with incredible power. With the human soul, Azrael crossed through the barrier. He carried the human's body into the sunset, back to the village of humans. Random battle exposition. Azrael reached the center of the village. There he found a bed of golden flowers, carried the human onto it. Come on, just let me walk, darn it. Suddenly screams ran out. The villagers saw Azrael holding the human's body. They thought that he had killed the child. Oh, I see. There's the little bean... whatever. The humans attacked him with everything they had. He was struck with blow after blow. Azrael had the power to destroy them all. But Azrael did not fight back. Clutching the human, Azrael smiled and walked away. He's like, ah, the humans outside are all jerks. Wounded, Azrael stumbled home. He entered the castle and collapsed. His dust spread across the garden. Well, who is in the garden? The kingdom fell into despair. The king and queen had lost 2 children in one night. Humans had once again taken everything from us. Well, I see why you hold such a grudge. All that considered. Quit staring at me with them big old eyes. Or they closed the eyes just as I said that. The king decided it was time to end our suffering. Every human who falls down here must die. With enough souls we can shatter the barrier forever. Let's just cut ourselves off from them eternally. This reminds me of the story of the Inhumans in Marvel. Because there was like the one Inhuman who was just like... just wanted to cut them off from humanity entirely. Made this impenetrable dome around their city. But then that was like slowly killing everyone because there was no air being brought in. King Asgore will let us go, will let us hope, will save us all. Sorry to break it to you guys. You should be smiling too. Aren't you excited? Aren't you happy? Yeah, quit interrupting. I got some important work to do. You're going to be free. You're going to become a beautiful butterfly. I like how there's just like a elevator here. Should I use it and go eat food? Or go buy food, I mean?
Yeah, might as well just give it a go.
Where has this put me? Oh, here's
Okay, the
safe
lift is
spot.
just a way back.
The Wayback Machine.
It literally is.
Wait. Oh, I have to... Many very long hallways in this game where you can't run.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm in chat right now trying to get Arrow not to fucking mention Gigglebone. She's Gigglebone shitposting, and it's just not allowed. Wait, oh, okay.
You're lucky I don't remember enough quotes from that.
I mean, there's no memorable fucking quotes. It's all just yeah. I'm a frog. I fucking giggle before and after every sentence. Hey, yep. Fucking hate it. Fucking hate that.
Vinny just occasionally. Oh, I gotta buy.
What's that?
Vinny just occasionally plays clips from that frog.
Well, never send me anything from Vine Source ever again until he stops doing that.
He hasn't done it for a while.
Okay, start sending me clips from Vine Source very occasionally just to be safe. Not often, just like drip feed them.
It's usually when something that's kind of similar to the frog shows up.
Oh, for fuck's sake, Arrow has just fucking said, would you rather my giggles be boneless?
What, how am I I can't get rid of my inventory because nobody will buy it. Do I just have to drop it? He's like, why don't you go try selling it to them out there? They don't want it.
Oh, wait, do you want to make inventory space?
Yeah, I guess I just have to drop it.
Wait, no, use your phone, use your phone.
Sell.
Your phone has access to the storage box.
Oh yeah, I remember I put something in there. Oh yeah, the snowman piece. Don't remember what I was supposed to do with that.
Have it in your inventory when you beat the game is the only thing you have to do with that.
Oh. So let's move it over.
Just make sure you don't accidentally do the same thing you did with it the first time.
And eat it?
Yes!
Wait, I
Don't
need...
partial vor the snowman, please.
Oh. Should I be holding this torn notebook? Is that for anything?
I think that's just an
It's just an equip item?
Yeah, I think it was a weapon.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a weapon.
I don't think I ever used it. Okay. I don't know what X is on the controller, so I'm just literally going to press X. I don't know what the keyboard commands correspond to. I'll leave some space. Yeah, he just turns into drill there. Or we got to go to the planet core. We should go to the planet core. We are gonna go to the planet core. Riveting commentary on the stream.
I was about to ask, what the fuck are you doing? What was that?
That's another thing that's a little difficult to explain because that's a quote from Star Wars. I think it was episode 1. Or maybe it was 2? Whichever one where Anakin has grown up. But anyway, the Gungan, or you know of Jar Jar Binks probably. I know you're not real into Star Wars, but yeah, so he's like the king of Jar Jar's race. And they send them through the planet core. And he goes like the planet core or whatever. And there's just this one thing where somebody just really slowed down that video. And so he's just like, the planet core. That's why I was saying it weirdly slowly.
Okay, link me that later if you get a chance.
Oh wait, I forgot to see why he was determined this time. He doesn't. There is nothing this time. time it's just you just save. No little quip about how determined you are.
It's because this is the dramatic corridor.
A dramatic reveal. It was Sans all along. Sans did 9/11.
Arrow, that... Elena. Sorry, I'm used to Arrow saying cursed things because of the giggle bone stuff. Elena, that's the most cursed thing you've ever fucking said.
I know.
I will never fucking forgive you for that.
I thought about not saying it, but I thought that's too
Elena, that was legitimately a terrible thing you just said. I'm going to judge you for it for the rest of time.
I'll deal with it. It was... I couldn't let it just slip by. Wasn't there some meme about steel beams?
We're not talking about that meme, honey. And I'm not joking, I'm saying we are literally not. I will leave the stream.
Now, you will be judged for that joke you made about me just a minute ago. You'll be judged for your every action. You'll be judged for every EXP you've earned. What's EXP? An acronym. It stands for execution points. By quantifying the pain you have inflicted on others. When you kill someone, your EXP increases. When you have enough EXP, your love increases. Love, too, is an acronym. It stands for level of violence. A way of measuring someone's capacity to hurt. The more you kill, the easier it becomes to distance yourself. The more you distance yourself, the less you will hurt. The more easily you can bring yourself to hurt others. Now you understand. Time to begin your judgment. So Sans is like God? Or
no.
Saint Peter?
Maybe.
Look inside yourself. Have you really done the right thing? And considering what you've done, what will you do now? Take a moment to think about this. Thinks about bologna sandwiches instead. He's really giving you a moment. Reminds me of that one part in Bowser's Inside Story where you have to fix Bowser's back and you just sit there and you just wait until it happens for like a few minutes. Truthfully, it doesn't really matter what you said. Or it doesn't really matter what you said. All that's important is that you were honest with yourself. What happens now, we leave up to you. So we just know that, like, Sans is really judging me right now.
Mm-hmm.
Sans knows what you've done. He's like Santa Claus. That's why he's called Sans, short for Santa Claus.
God damn it.
Santa Claus after not surviving.
Oh, have a lovely, lovely time at the thingamajig, Arrow.
Thanks for showing up, Arrow.
ILU, sweetie. She's going to a thing. I don't know which thing, because she wasn't sure which thing she was going to, but she's definitely going to a thing.
There was no reason for me to go back and save just then.
No, there was literally no reason.
I just expect this to be like other games and be frugal with save points. The coffin. There's a name engraved on it. My name? Can't go see the other ones. That makes me think of Silent Hill. The part where you jump into your own grave, which is strangely like underground. There's very lot of... The game got very surreal. Or Silent Hill 2 is the one I've seen. It goes into very surreal territory after a while.
Surretory.
Dum-de-dum. Oh? Is someone there? Just a moment. I have almost finished watering these flowers. Isn't there like a weird evil flower I haven't seen in a long time? Howdy, how can I... Oh. So badly want to say, would you like a cup of tea? But, you know how it is. I gotta be mean to you. This game got kind of surreal at this part, too. Like you're in sort of a strange grey world now. Nice day today, huh? Birds are singing. Flowers are blooming. Perfect weather for a game of catch. I thought it said something about death at first. You know what we must do? When you are ready, come at me, bro. Now come into the next room.
God damn it!
Making jokes to the very end. I assume this is the very end. Might not be. We haven't seen that weird flower. Another throne covered by a white sheet. That's the spare. They're just trying to keep the dust off. When this one gets dirty, they don't clean it, they just swap it out for the spare. How tense. Just think of it like a visit to the dentist. I don't really like a visit to the dentist, though. That must be his point. Do you like
being murdered?
That is true. Boy, they really give you a lot of save points. I am not ready either. Just faded out of existence there. Well, that was an interesting effect.
I know the exact effect. It is quite funky. I like it. This is
the barrier. This is what keeps us all trapped underground. If, by chance, you have any unfinished business... Yeah, I forgot to use the bathroom. I'll be right back.
God damn it.
Please do what you must. Continue? I mean, I just saved a moment ago, so... This is it, Luigi!
God damn it.
I had to say it. Even more than that other joke.
It, Luigi.
That other joke I didn't need to say. This one, there was no question. The game a little quiet, by the way? Let me know if anybody in the chat says anything. It looks a little quiet. Well, it's not bad. I guess it was just a quiet part of the game. I'll turn it up slightly. Missing some dialogue here. Seems like your journey is finally over. You're filled with determination. Human. To meet you. Bye. Oh boy, serious business now. I think that's supposed to be a dramatic thing, but I haven't used that mercy button in a long time. It hasn't been necessary. I feel like there's no way out of this one peacefully. With, like, the way I've played the game. I may be wrong on that, though. You'd have to tell me.
Wait, what was that? Sorry.
I said I feel like there's no way out of this fight peacefully. Considering the way I've played the game. But I don't know that for sure because I don't, like, know. You'd have to tell me if that was the case.
Why is it even matter? You literally a minute ago said, my plan is to fucking kill the king.
Well, I was kind of joking. That was mostly a joke.
No, you fucking killed a lot of people, Elena. I don't know where I'm supposed to get the idea that's a joke.
Well, I mean, I'll do it.
I don't fucking care, do it. Kill him.
I'm just curious, like, is that my only choice? I'm kind of interested to see what, like, what could be done to get out of such a situation as this, because he seems pretty sure about himself. Yeah, there's nothing. I can't do nothing. Unless it's just you sit there and don't attack. You can spoil me a bit here if you want.
No.
No? I just gotta do it?
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna say a word about anything that's happening from this point onward.
Okay, even though I'm like, please help.
Yeah.
Now I'm like asking for help. And you're like, no. It's like, am I just gonna sit here and do I guess I'll just sit here and do nothing and see what happens.
The one time
okay.
I actively stepped into
Oh, there we go.
The one time I actually stepped into help was with Metaton, and that's just because Metaton's my crush. Everything else, I don't give a shit. You're on your own, Buster.
Oh, the last time it said, but there was nothing to say, was, with the whatchamacallit, the fish.
Oh yeah, Undyne.
You know, if this takes, if this ends up taking like this ends up taking like, I shouldn't be using the analog stick, it seems a little sensitive with this game. I think it's meant for the D-pad. If this takes like half an hour and nothing happens, then like, I'll just fight him, but this doesn't feel like a game that would do something where it's like you gotta spend a half an hour doing nothing to win. Like, cause it hasn't done that so far.
I will say at the very least, this is not a game where they expect you to spend half an hour doing nothing!
I was gonna say, I don't think... So either that proves... So if that happens, and that proves that this method is incorrect, and it is impossible with my current course of actions that I've taken. He's just silently going to attack me, by all accounts, at the moment. But this is an experiment.
I love Ash's comment in the chat.
What?
That's okay, I was gonna murder you anyway, fool.
I think the last nail in the coffin for my being able to get out of this was that terrible joke I made about Sans.
I still can't believe that came out your mouth hole. You just thought that was a good idea.
Well, I didn't, but I felt like that it had to come into existence anyway.
Oh yeah, I mentioned a bit late, so Ash just clarified that originally it was like because, you know, Asgore got rid of the mercy button, but you were planning on killing him anyway.
Oh. Yeah, I feel like this is getting into territory of this is not going to happen. Usually by now something would have happened. Like, there's no progression to the attacks, there's no dialogue. He's just... he's not having it. That's some tough beans right there.
Well, I mean, he's fighting to free all of his people from a cave underground. That's some determination right there.
Woo! Well, I'm going to have to kill we're gonna have to kill the final boss just like any other game.
Oof, you got skronked.
Yep. Oh no, I'm pretty good. I've got a lot of levels up. I can do the fight method. I like how he looks so, like, bemused, or what's the word for that facial expression? Like, well, you know.
You had to point it out, and now it's just... Oh, for fuck's sake.
He's like, yeah, I'm the king. And then he's like, I'm the king! I don't know what those capsules represent. Oh, that's all the other souls he has collected or whatever?
Yeah, that's literally what it is.
One of them's empty. Oh, is that the one I'm supposed to go in?
Yes, Elena.
Well, who are the other ones? Where did he get these other ones? But I understand...
To have fallen down before.
Oh. I thought they only needed one.
Okay, well, basically, you didn't, like... You probably haven't remembered this,
Oh,
right?
he's going down like a chump.
Do you remember in the swamp when there was all those, like, things on the wall that gave you, like, lore?
Yeah.
Basically, it talked about...
I remember reading those, but I don't really remember any of them.
Okay. Basically, to just merely leave takes the energy of at least one human and one monster soul, right?
Yeah.
But to destroy the barrier requires you absorb 7 souls to become godlike to do it.
Sonic and the 7 Souls.
That'd be one hell of a fucking game. Could you imagine Sonic in Undertale?
Probably a mod that exists.
But could you imagine if it was a bespoke game?
Well, they did Crypt of the Necro Dancer and Zelda. Next up is Undertale combined with Sonic.
Oh no, I'm not imagining it like that. I'm imagining like Sonic Team themselves, although they don't exist anymore, but Sega, AAA video game, where it's just Sonic running through levels that happen to be in the Undertale universe.
Hey, I did it. For once. I always somehow managed to get hit during those. You know, all this time I still don't exactly understand how that attack thing works. I just assume I'm supposed to be getting it in the middle.
Oh yeah, you're supposed to get in the middle.
Okay.
Certain weapons have extra stipulations, but not this one.
Okay.
Like the boxing glove, you can mash the button afterwards to like get extra hits, but with the knife, it's just timing.
Cool. They really took that idea of having odd weapons from Earthbound and really ran away with it. Is this the final boss, by the way? I guess you wouldn't say that, would you? I'm just curious if this is like the end of the game, or if I have more to expect from a place-time perspective.
Well, okay, I'm gonna put this right.
Uh-huh.
If you're asking about how many streams you're gonna have to do, right?
Uh-huh.
The question, like, would you be considered? Okay, here's the question: is do you think you're only gonna do one run of this game?
On stream, probably, yeah. And I'm not sure I'm gonna do any more at all, just because the game is kind of slow. I'm not really looking forward to the idea of going through it again more than once.
I feel like it's a game that I feel like it's a game that gets better on multiple playthroughs. Personally, I would suggest at least 2.
Just kind of like, I don't know, I've kind of already had my fill of the game at this point.
It does change a lot depending on certain factors.
Like at this point, my entertainment factor is far, far down on it. Like, the previous stream was my favorite of the game. I felt like that was the most entertaining part of it.
Oh yeah, because that's where it's just kind of mostly comedy.
I had a lot of fun with that.
That's where it requires the least magic circle to appreciate.
I'm kind of like, alright, let's speed this along. Alright, let's kill the king. Come on.
It is weird how you treat games like an obligation. Like, it always just feels like you kind of just want every game to kind of just be over now.
Well, sometimes, well, that's a lot of games where it's just like, alright, alright, I've seen enough, let's speed along, come on, let's be done. Other ones I'm like disappointed when it ends because I wanted more of it. Oh boy, I'm skronk now.
I
He
believe
has low
you got
HP.
this.
But I only have 1 HP. Oh! Oh dang, something happened. He does kind of look like an ape.
I don't like that observation.
He looks like a gorilla or a chimpanzee. With horns. This is how it is. I remember the day after my son died. The entire underground was devoid of hope. The future had once again been taken from us by the humans. In a fit of anger, I declared war. I said that I would destroy any human that came here. I would use their souls to become godlike and free us from this terrible prison. Then I would destroy humanity and let monsters rule the surface in peace. Soon, the people's hopes returned. My wife, however, became disgusted with my actions. She left this place, never to be seen again. Truthfully, I do not want power. I do not want to hurt anyone. I just wanted everyone to have hope. But I cannot take this any longer. I just want to see my wife. I just want to see my child. Please, young one. This war has gone on long enough. Have the power. Take my soul and leave this cursed place. How about no? For everything I have done to hurt you, you would rather stay down here and suffer than live happily on the surface? Down here and suffer? Said that like a threat, I imagine. Human. Promise you. For as long as you remain here, my wife and I will take care of you as best we can. We can sit in the living room, telling stories, eating butterscotch pie. We could be like a family. Who could have done this? It was... You idiot! I just... How do you like that, Obama? I just killed the king, you idiot!
Ash comments, pickle. Actually, now you say it like that, I want outies. Stabs him.
You haven't learned a thing. In this world, it's kill or be killed. Now see, I feel like this would have had more impact for me, or would have been more surprised if it hadn't been like a big thing that, you know, there's this evil flower in the game. Also, the game just closed itself, by the way, in case you were not aware.
So you're saying that the payoff would have surprised you more if there was no build-up?
Yeah. Then I'm just like, yeah. I knew there was that flower, I was expecting him.
Oh god. Oh god. This is like another thing with the Magic Circle though, is because when I played this, I was too caught up in what was immediately happening to be like... I wasn't removed enough that I was thinking, what character could come in at the end because they have to, you know, for story reasons. You get immersed in the moment and it kind of just feels more natural.
I was just expecting it at that point. I was just like, isn't there that flower? Oh yeah, there he is. There's the flower. He closed my game.
Game be closed.
What happened? Is like did he like delete my save file? Oh boy, that's weird. There's Mike Wazowski is here.
Mike Wazowski.
Yeah, come on. Where's the game? Oh, it's weird. No, I want you to see. There it is. Yeah, let's try again. With it open correctly.
I love how every single time you open the
yeah,
game,
there's Mike Wazowski.
Notification.
There he is. He is. It's Mike Wazowski.
That's actually astigmatism, an enemy from the first area.
Oh, also the title for the game goes all wonky, and it says Flowey Tail.
That's pretty funny.
Oh yeah, the games can just think. I was just ready to accept that as the end of the game, and like I've beaten it now. But there's something else here. The end. Oh! You stinker. This is making me think of, what's it called, Doki Doki Literature Club? Although this happened before that. And I've never actually played that. Flowey the Flower! Are you a huge thanks. Really did a number on that old fool. Without you, I never could have gotten past him. I feel like that's sort of like a but thou must sort of thing. I think that Flowey was going to show up anyway, even if I did choose to kill the king, because he just wanted the king killed.
Yeah.
Is my guess.
I mean, Asgore had like the 6 human souls out.
Yeah. He just had him. He just had him out there. He really just pulled him out. They were like the Infinity Stones, the Chaos Emeralds.
Ash says, Lainey, can you please play Doki Doki with me as your guide? Doki Doki is one of my fave games.
That would be a dual stream with me and Ash.
Otherwise known as a Deem.
Never could have gotten past him. Oh boy, now he's turned into the. Now he's an ape. An ape flower.
Call him an ape.
I'm an ape man. I'm an ape man. Oh, I'm an ape man.
I'm sick of this apeness. He doesn't look like an ape.
No, he's
he looks
skull.
like a goat.
He's dead. Just like Sans. Got the human souls. Boy, I've been empty for so long. This is making me think of Gygus. Or like Porky and Gygus. Or Pokey.
The fusion, otherwise known as Pygus.
Because you have on one hand you have like the innocent looking little child, or in this case innocent flower, and then you have this unknowable cosmic horror working together. And in this case you have them fused. Little flower, but it's also like an elder god. It's great to have a soul inside me again. I can feel them wriggling. What if I do... There was like this voice that... Or there's a Skyrim character who is like this jester. And it's like this ooh sort of voice. It's like, I can feel them wriggling.
Oh no, don't fucking pull that on me.
Oh, you're feeling left out, aren't you? Okay, I'll stop. What if I gave him a Waluigi voice?
No! I would come to your fucking house and break all
You don't like any of my voice ideas for this character. What should the voice be?
I like the idea of his voice changing depending on the face.
Or maybe he just sounds like...
Elena.
We can't
like,
really... It's like garbled and weird.
Elena, this is the weirdest fucking stream of Undertale I've ever seen in my life. Because, like, it's just amazing how you have, like, no appreciation for the game whatsoever.
I mean, I've had fun with some parts of it.
I guess, but it's like, none of this has any weight to you.
Now he looks like Jack Skellington. Before I become God. I am God. Eat your arm. And then, with my newfound powers, he's become my face. Everyone. I don't know how that represents everyone, but okay. Unless those are supposed to be like individual heads instead of eyes. I don't know anybody who's got 3 eyes that spin around. Well, that's a weird one. Show them all the real meaning of this world. Oh, and forget about escaping to your old save file. It's gone forever. But, oh, I thought that said donut. But don't worry, because it's spaced weirdly. Don't have to worry. Old friend Flowey has worked out a replacement for you. I'll save over your own death, so you can watch me tear you to bloody pieces, over and over and over. What? You really think you can stop me? Hehehe. Yeah, this is reminding me of the end of Earthbound quite a bit. You are an idiot. The end of Earthbound, for some reason, stuck with me more than this is. Like, I got into that magic circle thing that you talk about more with Earthbound, somehow. Oh hey, this took my idea I had with Gray Area for making something suddenly, like, real high resolution, when the rest of the game had all been pixel art. Like, really make it have more impact. Yeah, like this. This was my idea. I think this game did this game did come out before I did. Oh hey, I've seen that face before. Somebody had that as their profile picture.
Oh, you mean the one in the TV?
Yeah.
That was the maker of the game's profile picture for like a long time.
It was just somebody I knew had that as their picture.
Oh, I guess other people had it as well, then that makes sense.
It's all just a bad dream. And you're never waking up! That's a very classic video game sound. What has this game turned into? Like an alternate reality game at this point. Hehehe. You should be able to see this immediately this time. You really think I was going to be satisfied killing you only one time? This reminded me of Katana Zero. For kind of a slightly unrelated reason, where there's this boss you have to fight. Where like, because like you have time travel powers in that, and then the boss like knows this. And it's like, how many times have I killed you already, or how many times have you killed me, or whatever. This is like Doctor Strange. Dormammu, I've come to bargain. Except for it's Flowey, I've come to bargain. Managed to hit fight. Warning. It's also making me think of Portal 2 for some strange reason. Just because it's got like the little souls, which are for some reason making me think of the little robot guys.
The personality spheres.
Yeah. Kind of similar to that in a way, isn't it?
Hmm.
Now this is making me think of Earthbound with the help, and also Hat in Time did a similar thing. I like how I just like, there's so many things that this reminds me of. There must have been a lot of inspirations for this. I mean, Undertale is the obvious one, but there's a lot of things that must have gone into this. I like this change in the style here.
Did you fucking say that Undertale was the main inspiration for Undertale?
No.
You said that!
I said Earthbound, obviously.
You said Undertale!
No.
You said Undertale.
I did not! That wouldn't make any sense.
It wouldn't, but I swear to God that's what you said.
Chat, back me up on this. Did I say Undertale?
Didn't she fucking say a lot is going?
Oh look, it's a light, but it's the like button.
Mostly Undertale.
I said Earthbound.
Oh, somebody in chat heard Undertale as well. I can't believe the Undertale ripped off Undertale.
I don't understand. Why would I have said that? That makes no sense. I do love the change of style for this boss. But but it annoys me that this is the idea I had, now it's cheapened because people will be like, oh, Undertale did that.
Everything's been done before, to be honest.
And oh yeah, that was a good strategy. Just walk away. Just walk away and pretend it's not happening. So is this where you got the idea to make yourself the villain in your game because Toby Fox did it? Where he's like the actual main villain at the end.
He's not really the main villain, he's just the face. I don't know if that's even his face.
Oh.
I don't think it's his face. I'm not sure.
Oh, well, never mind on that then. He said it was his profile picture, and I guess that confused me. Well,
Oh,
cool.
that's fair and valid.
I have a feeling this fight persists because it keeps like doing the saving thing. I don't think I have to start the fight over from nothing.
Yeah, you don't.
Oh, I'm glad. This a good quality of life thing it's got then.
Yeah.
Is that something that always bugs me on games when like the final boss is like, especially if it's sort of like a extra final boss, and it like still and like the gameplay like changes and like it still like expects you to like do the whole thing and everything. It's always just kind of like, really? This is the way I think it should be done if you're gonna do that. Where it's like a little lenient, so it's more just kind of like a final act or like a bonus sort of like finale to the game. Instead of like, you gotta do this forehead. This thing you have no practice for from the rest of the game.
Why you be saying forehead?
Because I think it's funny. It's a funny nonsense insult.
Every time you say that, I just think of like, there's like this one character who calls this other character like forehead boy.
Use a lot of unpleasant words. One of them's going to be act. Yep. I know how this is working. Mercy,
Also,
love, relief, calm, dreams.
Can I give you a piece of information?
What?
Each one of these attacks mimics one of the weapons you can get in the game.
Oh.
Like, do you remember there's that one with like the actually never mind, we haven't got to one yet. There's the one with the knives.
Yeah.
And fuck, there's one with the shoes, because ballet shoes are a weapon in this. There's the old. You remember the old notebook you never?
Oh, here's the frying pan. I remember the frying pan. There's interesting music. Sounds like Pokemon music. A lot of music in this is reminding me of Pokemon a bit. Because it's kind of RPG music, I guess. Did you know I didn't know Pokemon was an RPG for a long time?
I used to think Zelda was an RPG.
Yeah, same. I was just gonna say, I didn't know Pokemon was an RPG. I thought Zelda was what an RPG was.
I knew both were, kind of. I think I assumed Zelda was an RPG just because somebody had a sword, which is kind of sad. But true.
This is kind of slow going, isn't it? The
Well,
attacks are a little bit unfair. I don't think I've avoided a single one, like, without taking any damage.
I've
take
seen
damage
no
on
hit
all of them.
runs. I've seen no hit runs of this boss, and they're fucking ridiculous.
I would imagine so. Do we have any chat messages, by the way? Remember to read those.
Oh, Ash is like technically any game where you play a role as an RPG, which is every game. To which I would reply, what about games where you literally play yourself?
Can you roleplay as yourself?
I don't think you can. There again, I roleplayed as myself in chat pretty much every single day of my life. That doesn't count, because that's me roleplaying.
Oh, here's that attack that that Joker uses in Smash Bros. Just gun.
Is it yourself or a persona of yourself? Depends. Depends how you define that.
Please.
Personality-wise,
It's too hard. It's too hard to get.
But I mean, the me that I roleplay as is
The song reminds me of another song, but I can't pin down what it is. keep expecting it to go into something else, but I don't know what that something else is exactly. Blaze defense just dropped to 0. It'd probably be easier to do this in 0 damage if you were like a big fan of bullet hell games. If you were real into bullet hells, this would probably be... Is this... Am I a joke to you? See that me? I feel like this isn't as intense as bullet hell games usually are, so...
Yeah.
You can tell I never play bullet hell games, except for one time I played one. That's my full extent of experience with that. It wasn't any time recently, so it's not gonna help me out here.
Can I just say that the sound this fucker makes when you hit them really disgusts me?
Oh!
Don't do an impression of it. No, it has similar energy to that fucking giggle bone frog. Don't
Sounds like a cat almost.
It does, kind of. I much prefer like the second sound they make when they're hit.
I'm fighting more often now. I'm just kind of staying here and jamming the button. Hey, at least this is more action than the rest of the game. Kind of like this. I'm all about that action. I'm glad at least I had no context for what that face was, so it was like a surprise to see it here. It's like, oh, I recognize that face. I didn't know it was from Undertale. I just thought it was that one guy's picture. Can't be happening. Do you? What? What? It was Burger Pants all along? Did the Burger Pants face? Like a song. Sounds like a beat. Maybe you should do a remix of an Undertale song and use that as like the beat. You really
Find new
think
music, I'd do it.
you could defeat me? I am the god of this world. I am the god of your computer now. Secretly, I was infecting you with the virus. You're hopeless. That's a creepy face. Hopeless and alone. Golly, that's right. Your worthless friends can't save you now. Call for help, I dare you. Cry into the darkness. Mommy, Daddy, somebody help. See what good it does you. This is kind of like a subversion of the ending of Earthbound, where like where it's like the villain like knows what you're doing or what you're trying to do. See what good it does you. Called for help. Nobody came.
Ash says, Flowey said daddy. Kinky.
This makes me think. You can't just blame me for ruining the Undertale playthrough. Ash is bringing it in too. I'm gonna say... Just another forgot. Ash made me forget. Thanks, Ash. What was I saying? It was like a subversion of the end of Earthbound. And that it was... what was it? I got nothing. Move on. Oh yeah, but nobody came. It reminded me of that meme, the Animal Crossing one with the but nobody's around to help with the little music.
Aww.
Boy,
oh my god, Ash fucking followed it up with quotes, nobody came. Me of my ex.
Gonna get to see you die. Oh. It's kind of a comic sort of thing, where the face just like stays like that. Kind of reminds me of Fawful a bit. I just go up in there in the mouth.
Don't.
Come on, Flowey, do it. No, no. Seizure warning. Just obey me. Stop. Stop it. Stop. I think it does no good to give a seizure warning after the flashing colors have already started, does it?
Yep, that's really the case.
Took me a second to figure out what that was. It was like a fly or something. You know what? I'm in a good mood. Doing? Do you think I've learned anything from this? No. Well, if you fight me again, I won't give you mercy next time, so... That means the only way to end this. Well, I mean, we will if it comes down to that, but... Let me live. I'll come back. If you come back, then I'll fight you. So, I have nothing to lose in this case, Flowey. I'll kill you. No, you won't. Kill everyone. Well, maybe. Love one to love. Let's shut you up. Why? Why are you being so nice to me? Can't understand. I can't understand. Just can't understand. So we ran away. I feel like he's not going to fight now just because he's so like meh. Meh. I broke him. Undertale. By Toby Fox. An actual fox. Did a lot of stuff. Original Temmie monster design sketch. Guest monster designs. Oh yeah, Muffet, you were right, was one done by somebody. Photoshop Flowey Damoclo design. There's a lot more people working on this game than has worked on any of my games. Localization support. It's a very dramatic ending. A moment. Gonna happen. Ring ring. Yeah. Anyone there? No. Calling to say, you made a snowman really happy. I should say something else too. All that for one little line of dialogue, huh? Hey, it's
you
something.
also made the snowman happy, and that's the real.
Since you left, things down here are different. With Asgore gone, Undyne became the ruler of the underground. She used to start to destroy every human that comes here. Since the human souls disappeared, she's also looking for a new way to break the barrier. And when she does, she's going to wage war on humanity. I mean, that was Asgore's plan too, but he was really bad at it. Undyne has also expanded the Royal Guard massively. This is the first thing she'll do after we get out of here, is take her army and personally hunt you down and destroy you. Oh boy. Meanwhile, I knew I should have killed her when I had the chance. I've been knocking on the door to the ruins. The woman hasn't been answering me. Maybe she's not feeling well? You could say that. Hey Sans, who are you talking to? Oh, just the human. Oh, cool. Wait, did you say the human? Can I talk to them? Sure, knock yourself out. Hey, Undyne's the Empress now. It's amazing. Appointed me to be the most important royal position. That's it. That's literally the title. What do I do? Wait to, stand around and look cute. Well, the perfect job for me. Do that all the time without trying. Finally, I'm important. That's all thanks to you. And the horrible things you did. Thank you, human. Come back and visit sometime. Wait, Undyne would probably kill you. But you get to see me. You gotta risk it. You gotta. See you soon. Papyrus has his head in the clouds, I think.
Aw, he's such a precious, innocent boy.
Oh, this is the real main character of the game. Hey, since you defeated me, I've been thinking. Killing things really necessary? I honestly don't know anymore. I have a request for you. Prove to me. Prove to me you are strong enough to survive. Get here from the beginning, without killing a single thing. I won't kill the king. Then you'll have your so-called happy ending. So what will it be? To prove yourself? I get to watch you suffer. Anyway, I'm interested. Changed his tune a bit. Right, we don't have Mike Wazowski anymore. Alright, that's Undertale.
I mean, it kind of is. It's like a very small portion of Undertale.
Wow. Well, okay then.
That was a weird fucking playthrough.
Oh.
Okay, do you want me to tell you what my first playthrough of this game was like?
Okay.
Okay, so...
As long as I guess it doesn't spoil anything.
I mean, are you playing this game ever again?
Maybe.
Okay, I'll tell you what I did.
Undecided.
The only... Okay, I played through the game, right? You know Toriel?
Yeah.
I killed her.
Oh.
Because I came into the game like, I'm not gonna go for a specific run. I'm gonna roleplay and do what I do in real life. So I kill somebody who's entirely innocent, really, when you get down to it. And then I feel bad and reload my save.
I thought I had to do that to prove myself.
That's fair. I mean, I kind of proved myself by being nice the second time. The one thing is, though, is that the second I got out of Toriel's house, after having done it the nice way, Flowey was like, I saw you reload your save. You fucking dick.
Wow.
He didn't word it like that, but it was like, you know, that was the air. So then I didn't kill anybody up until Flowey at the end. That's the shocking thing, is you spared Flowey, but killed a load of people. I killed nobody except for Flowey.
You see, I just didn't quite figure out how to do the mercy thing until a little ways in. Then I kind of mostly did that.
I don't know if that's fair.
I didn't do that for any random encounters.
That's the thing,
that would
though,
be so tedious.
That's the thing. It's tedious, but it's also more interesting because otherwise you're just
yeah, but it takes longer, and now like got these annoying random encounters in the first place, and now you're making them take longer, and it's like do that.
Most enemies are actually beaten quicker. Pacifist.
I guess you can run away as well.
Yeah.
Seems to work pretty well.
The game, I'm gonna be honest, right? I would recommend you do a second playthrough personally and try a no death run. I think the game is honestly, it plays out differently. It's a lot more interesting, and it's a lot more of a fun, enjoyable game that way. Because the individual strengths of this specific game shine more there. Also, can I just ask you a couple questions?
What?
Well,
first of all, I was gonna say there's a lot of battles that I didn't enjoy either way. I didn't enjoy very much trying to defeat them, and I didn't enjoy it very much just sitting there trying to not defeat them. Both ways was kind of boring to me.
I guess the part of the problem is just like at the end of the day, most people who play this game get a certain kind of investment which you just couldn't. So like,
and like I get that with some games, as we've discussed at length since this, because it kind of brought up the conversation.
I wonder if it has something to do with the fact that you're playing it in a stream context, so it's like you're kind of distracted anyway, and I'm here in your ear talking bullshit. Whereas Earthbound you played privately, and like, I don't know.
My playthrough of Earthbound wasn't that much different. I just kind of wasn't voicing my opinions immediately.
I wonder if it's also just because Earthbound, you tend to value like clout a lot when it comes to games. I wonder if it's just because
mean by
Earthbound
that?
is like. Well, I mean, like, you know, you see things that are considered official as kind of better and more important. So it's like old.
Well, I mean, this is a very
game.
well received, or like the word, highly regarded game.
Yeah, but it's also like indie. I mean, clout is in like.
Well, I mean, I
And the
liked
amount of hate.
I liked Cave Story a lot. That's just like, well, I enjoyed the story in Cave Story. And even more vague than this was. This wasn't very vague. No, I think it's something about the presentation in this. Gotta be, because there's a lot of games with different presentations that stuck with me a little better.
I think that one of the things as well is this game, is kind of, even though it isn't a Homestuck game, right? It has a lot of creative stylings that are very Homestuck-like. And one of the things about Homestuck is that it has very kind of like ragtag presentation, but you learn to look past it. So I'm kind of like predisposed not to caring about the presentation in some ways.
I just thought it was basically like Earthbound, but not as bound to Earth. Like it wasn't like more silly, freeform with its nonsense. And what were your questions you were going to ask?
Okay, I'm just gonna quickly. I'm sorry, Ash. I'm getting to it. I just want to finish. Let Elena finish the game. Okay. Ash has a couple things he said. Okay. In fact, a lot of things. They're kind of piling up while we were talking. Fuck, I didn't realize how many. I'd
say I had a fun time playing the game. Enjoyed myself with it.
Okay, the first is Elena : I knew I should have killed in cold blood, in reference to like the fucking Undyne being like
it's gonna come get me now.
You didn't get the yeah. Ash is clarifying for me that I didn't get the true pacifist ending because I killed somebody, and I know that. If you get a neutral ending like you did and like I did, the phone call at the end changes depending on who's left alive. Like, if you'd have killed Undyne as well, it'd have been Papyrus's Emperor, for example.
I would have liked that. Yeah, I really should have done that. That would have been great.
When I was saying maybe do like a pacifist run, Ash is like, no, fuck it, just genocide. Kill. The
That's what I was thinking.
Blood.
I was thinking
Kill.
No, I felt like I was making the story more interesting by not killing everyone. Wanted to see what they'd do. Like how does the character get out of these situations? And I feel like if you don't kill anyone, some of the situations I got into where I wanted to try and like escape without killing them wouldn't come up because the situations where they're like mad at me. Like, how do I get out of this one? I ruined it for myself.
Also, Ash has mentioned something, which is the other thing is if you're like in not killing as many people, then you tend to learn more about like the backstory of certain characters and other things, and it makes it more interesting. And then was like, Bis, read my messages, you meanie. I was in the middle of a convo. I'm sorry, Ash.
And then I make that joke about Sans.
Stop! It's bad if you fucking said it, and you keep going back to it. It isn't even funny. It's like literally the worst thing you've ever said on stream.
I'm making fun of myself more at this point.
Just leave it. Just please, let us forget. Oh yeah, I've seen that, Ash. I've seen playthroughs.
Is that...
so I'm talking to Ash about stuff that happens in other kinds of playthrough.
Oh, okay.
I've only done one playthrough, which was basically kind of a neutral, but I don't feel the need to do another one. I was fine just watching playthroughs. I kind of like the fact that my playthrough says a lot about me.
I wish I would have seen Papyrus as the Emperor. My only regret.
If you want more interactions with Papyrus, there are some in a no kill anybody run.
But I wanted to see specifically him be at the end of the game.
I assure you, there's better things. And, do a pacifist run. Come on, Lane, just fucking do it. Just do it, or I'm never kissing you ever again.
No. Can't believe. threaten me like that.
Oh yeah, also, Ash has said something which, as far as I'm concerned, is literally fucking canon. Metaton is fucking trans. That's clarified in some of the backstory, and like some of the subtle backstory stuff.
But as a robot.
Oh well, it's you know, I'm not gonna say anything about it. You know, this is just the answers to some of these questions are just a reason for you to do a pacifist run. Just do one. I will stream it with you.
That's it. And
oh, I know.
Did you have anything else to say, or like any other questions?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, did you work out what the deal with Asgore is?
What do you mean by the deal? Like the reason why he has that look on his face? He's like, King. Oh.
Okay. So there's one throne and there's another one with a sheet on over it.
Yeah, that's the extra one. Like I said, when the other one gets dirty, like they're keeping that one clean by having the sheet on it, and then when the other one's dirty, they just swap it out with the one they've kept nice and clean.
That's not the case, Elena. Okay, Elena, let me give you some info, right? Okay. Here's the thought, right? Do you remember? Do you remember what Asgore's house is like?
Yeah, it was like flowers, and also the villain was a flower.
No, but no. The what? Okay, the house before you get to the flowers.
Yeah, it was just like the one at the beginning, but it was weird and gray.
Who lived in the house in the beginning?
King?
No, the king is Asgore.
Yeah.
Who lived in the other house that was similar to this one?
The
lid. No, Patrick, the lid. The lid.
The one I thought was a dog.
Yeah, the one you thought was a dog.
Well, that's what I kept saying. It's like, oh, it's like the house from the beginning of the game.
Okay, so Asgore is a goat, not a gorilla. And
I mean, he looks like an ape.
He does. Okay. And the person who you thought looked like a dog is also a goat. and the person you thought was a dog, Toriel, makes butterscotch cinnamon pies. Yeah. And in Asgore's house, there's a load of crumpled up recipes for butterscotch cinnamon pie in the garbage.
Yeah.
Are you okay? And Toriel eats loads of snails, right? And when you went to the snail farm, the guy running the snail farm, the ghost was like, "Oh, we only really have 2 customers. That one lady and the weird hairy dude." Asgore has a beard. Are you picking this up? I'm saying that Toriel is the ex-queen of the underground.
Well, yeah, I figured that out. Talking about his wife. I didn't realize that was something to figure out. I thought they were just telling straight out.
Ash says, Toriel and Asgore fucked Lainey.
That's why I was like, he's like, oh, you can come live with my wife and everything. And it's like, well, about that. So I think I said that in my commentary. Sorry to break it to you, buddy, but.
Oh fuck! And did you get the line in the end call that was like, "Oh, that old lady at the other side of the door has been silent lately."
Oh, that's when I said about that.
Oh,
sorry, Sans, about that. Well, you see, when I started off this game, you know, I didn't really get what was going on yet. And I may have,
excuses! You were killing people up to, like, okay, this is the one episode of the stream where you didn't kill anybody. This is the one episode. And you were just indiscriminately murdering up to this point. You're not allowed to be like, oh yeah, sorry, I was having some teething troubles for, like, 90% of the game. But, like,
what do you mean indiscriminately? Are you talking about the little monsters? The little monsters?
This is the problem with you, is that you say the little random encounters. That's the problem with your mindset, is that you're literally like, oh, these people aren't important, I'll kill them. Who gives a shit?
I didn't think they were supposed to be like real characters or anything.
Well, that's because you never fucking bothered to interact with them! Okay.
I just went through this as if it was an RPG. You know. Also, I like this sort of, like, jovial, like, almost silly sort of music playing in the background of this conversation.
Ash is fucking keyboard mashing and being like, the game keeps track of all the ones you murder.
I think I've gotta get going here soon, so I'll wrap up the stream, but this has been very entertaining.
Jesus Christ. Is there any chance you might stream, another run?
I mean, what else are you and I gonna stream? Well, I guess we got lots of Sonic fan game stuff.
We do. We have a disgusting amount of Sonic fan games to get through.
And you want to do Spark the Electric Jester and
that's
stuff.
Still a Sonic fan game, effectively.
Yeah, I enjoyed Undertale. Thank you for making me play it.
Ash is screaming Doki Doki Literature Club.
Even though you've been, I would say, bemused by my playthrough.
You know what, Elena?
Confused.
I'm gonna be real, right?
Hmm?
This is the kind of game where your playthrough says a lot about you as a person, right?
Oh.
And as a result, there is no such thing as an invalid playthrough. I'm just saying, though, I find you a lot more scary after seeing how you've conducted yourself in this game. I'm just imagining I meet you in real life and we're walking down the streets of, like, Oregon. Somebody just, like, walks around the corner and you shoot them in the head.
No.
I'm like, lady, what were you doing? And you're like, oh, that was a random encounter, that was. Who gives a shit? That guy didn't look like he had a family. Nobody cares. You kick the fucking body into a ditch.
Laughed my own for it. Didn't see, of course. Oh, no. You see,
just fucking go up to a dog in the street and kick it into traffic. I'm like, lady, what? And you're like, I didn't think the dog was a real character.
But you see, I handle video games very differently from real life. So, this game, my playthrough of this tells you a lot about how I handle video games more than it tells you how I handle real life interactions. Oof.
Okay. Sorry, I'm still just loving the mental image of, like, you get this sweet, charming, adorable girl, and she just, like, kicks a chihuahua into the path of a speeding lorry.
I don't like this mental image. Thank you very much. But...
Well, okay, look this way, right? To me, all the characters you were killing were real. Because I'm in the magic circle. So I had to basically watch you kick dogs in front of lorries for, like, hours of play.
See, for me, I was making decisions mostly, like...
Pragmatically?
No, like... I don't know, arbitrarily. Because I didn't really know what effects things were going to have until I got a ways in. It was kind of like experimentally. It's like, okay, if I do this here, what's going to happen? If I do this here, what's going to happen? And then by the end, I kind of decided I wanted to do more of... It seemed more interesting to not defeat things, because more interesting things happen in the game if you do it that way.
That's fair. I guess at the
it kind
end
of
of
took
the day,
some experimentation to figure that out for me. I kind of had an idea of that, but I kind of also wanted to experience myself, like figuring that out, you know. So I tried to kind of put out of my mind anything I'd heard about it.
The game is kind of designed so that, like, you can end up doing that, but it's kind of, like, also built with the intent that you might play through again and actually experience, like...
Since you have that knowledge about how the game...
Yeah, it's kind of a multi-playthrough game.
Yeah. Well, I guess we can do it.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna...
We can play through it with a specific goal. This was me playing through it with no specific goal in mind. It was just kind of... do stuff and see what sticks, you know?
Also, for the record, Ash really enjoyed my Laney kills random people theater.
Oh no.
I like Ash. Ash is like our best viewer.
Yeah.
On
He's
average.
my best friend.
Yeah, he's great. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, I love other people who come and chat. If you include Arrow, I'm dating at least one person in chat.
Yes.
But Ash is like here every stream and is absolutely amazing.
Ash is my top viewer.
Otherwise known as the Tewer.
Yeah, well, I'm glad that my playthrough entertained you, at least. In some way.
Oh, Ash is thankful, and I'm like, hell yeah. Ow! Cat! My cat is aggravated.
We got this cat on the stream.
My cat is aggravated, help!
Cat stream. Stream cat.
Aww. Anyway, it's been lovely doing this stream with you, Laney.
You got anything? Okay, cat. Got anything else you want to say about it? About my playthrough, about the game?
I can't believe you killed the fucking plane. Especially since we know you love planes. You love planes, Elena.
I think twice I defeated the plane enemy.
We've established how deeply you appreciate planes. And yet you killed this one who actively had a crush on you, Baka.
Oh dear. Let's see, I think...
Okay, one last thing. This is the last thing I'll read from chat. Ash is like, I was so angry because there was a beetle in my room and my fucking cat wouldn't eat it.
Oh yeah, he was telling me about that yesterday.
I have to do everything in this house.
I think he said, like, the first time the cat didn't get up at all, and then later on his own got up and sniffed the beetle and did nothing.
The cat's just like, you're alright. As you were.
Let's see, how would I rank this with other similar games? So there's Earthbound, there's Undertale, and there's Citizens of Earth. I
would not put those in the same camp, but okay,
I think Earthbound is my favorite. Well, both are very... Well, Citizens of Earth is more just directly Earthbound than this was. I think it goes in there. I would like Undertale better than Citizens of Earth by a lot. And I liked Earthbound. I liked Earthbound a bit better than Undertale.
If it's only a bit, then that's kind of...
They both had a lot of stuff that I liked. I think there's a lot I liked in this. I think it's just kind of different from what most people like in it. But I did like it.
Also, apparently, Ash's cat weighs 10 kilograms and is a fucking orb.
He's a big cat, yes.
Does that mean that, like,
I should show you a picture of him sometime.
And she loses all her rings and she can't pick them back up in time?
Because I get run over by a car.
And then it's like you're ran over right next to the Chihuahua you kicked into traffic earlier that week. It's like thematically...
All come full circle.
Yeah. Oh fuck, that's the dramatic. That's like the irony of your story.
I gotta play a game on stream then that I get real into. I should see if I can run Subnautica on stream.
You know what I think you should do?
What?
I think you should play Subnautica, but with a mod that turns all of the oceans yellow, and we can pretend it's Fanta. And we can brand the entire stream the journey to Planet Fanta.
Right, well this was a lot of fun. Thank you for taking me through Undertale.
Oh, it's no problem. Ash just said Pissnautica.
Thanks for joining me on my Undertale. Tale of the Under.
I like being under your tail.
Featuring Mike Wazowski. That was a lot of fun. We'll have to decide what we're going to stream next. And we should focus on Sonic a bit first, I think, before we give Undertale a bit of a break. So maybe it'll feel a little more fresh when I do. It'll feel a little more fresh when I do my other playthrough. I think it'll feel a little better to play it again if I have some distance between this playthrough, because I'm a little tired out with the game at the moment. Yes, the prospect of playing through again right away isn't that great, but at some point, maybe next month, because I don't really have much planned to stream next month, so you do that.
That sounds good.
See. I can do Sonic CD next month.
Ooh!
I think the next stream I want to do is I just want to try and finish Team Sonic Racing because I'm close to the end of that. Enjoying that
I just
one.
realized you have a 3DS emulator. I mean, the legitimate 3DS,
Yes.
right? Might you? There's a couple 3DS games you could probably play. There's a couple Sonic games you could play on there, and I think like Sonic games are a good thing for us to stream together.
Who knows how well they'll work though?
There's only one way to find out.
I think the big games on the system work pretty well, like Mario, but other stuff, you like I'm gonna check and see if Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon works on there. I'd like to play that before. It'd be kind of fun to play that before 3 comes out.
Oof.
See if that works. But because I just finished playing the first one, so it's like, okay, well, let's do the second one again first before we play the third one too.
Massive oofs. Because like Dark Moon didn't run that well on the 3DS anyway.
Actually, I remember it running just fine. I thought it was one of the nicest looking games on the 3DS.
I remember getting frame dips in a lot of areas.
I guess maybe this was before I would have noticed such a thing. I still barely noticed such a thing, so... Anyway, so that's stream schedule. I think I'd like to play Enter the Gungeon a bit more. That'll be next week. Sorry I didn't stream so much this week. But we did get this one good stream in. A lot of fun. We had good conversations during the Kirby one, and finished the game. Had some nice discussion afterwards. I guess the only bad part was that one joke. Please excuse that one again.
Can you do me a favor when you put this on YouTube as a compilation?
What?
Can you bleep the joke out, but then keep all the parts where you mention the joke, just so that the people watching
like,
don't know what you said?
What is it? You're gonna think it's a lot worse than it was.
Yeah, that's what makes it even funnier.
Alright. Just... Oh no. Anyway. I can't believe I slandered Sans like that.
He's gonna come get you, Laney. I can hear him.
I'm so sorry, Sans. Alright, I gotta get going. Thanks for streaming with me.
What's the problem?
It was a lot of fun. Do it again soon. Let's try not to wait weeks between our streams next time.
Hopefully. Anyway, have a lovely evening, everybody.
You too. Thanks for watching the stream, and see you next week. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.